Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter World Iceborne, the Iceborne Community Edition. Last week, we went through the two subspecies of Nightshade Palumu and Coral Puke Puke, and then we rounded out with Barioth. And Barioth, I think, is the start of a few returning monsters that we'll be going up against next. So let me just go talk to the commander here, and then I think we're going... Yeah, we have an expedition go into the Ancient Forest for.
Over here.
Here, this is for you. It's a new decoration. When we discovered the new locale had an Arctic climate, I had the Third Fleet put something together. This is what they came up with. Make good use of it. Oh, okay. I just got a free jewel, or free decoration I will not make use of. Okay, yeah, but with us just going for an investigation, or an expedition, I think it should be pretty quick for things to go along here, and I will probably be looking at one of the monsters we will hunt this week. I will get the armor set for, maybe the weapon as well. I have to see exactly what we all have lined up to go for, but I think Barioth was the start of the, I guess, iceberg kind of play on words there for Iceborne, but it is the tip of the iceberg for a number of monsters that did make a return for the expansion to world. But for now, we will probably stick with the Viper Toby set and the weapon for it right now. So I just got to give it a moment, and then we should be dropped in. I don't know if this is one of the things, like, in base world where you had to find so many tracks and evidence before you would unlock, like, the next story part, or it'll just unlock from us just being out here. We'll have to see how this will go along. Oh.
If an elder dragon that powerful is out here, there's going to be some evidence of it. Some sort of change. Like monsters we've never seen before coming out of the woodwork.
I could shoot, but... Yeah, so... I want to see, if I don't go too quickly, will she hopefully not be, like, as talkative? It's like, the handler, the start of Iceborne there, is very conversation-heavy with her. So I'm hoping as long as I'm not running too quick, maybe it'll be a little easier for everything coming through. I still have all the Grimmelkind doodles to, process or whatever to clear their things out.
Tracks. Let's have a look around to find some more.
But, okay, so it does seem like this is a kind of choreographed thing where it's not...
Wait a second. These tracks are... Is this what I think it is?
Yeah, so I don't think there was anything like how Base World was where you had to find so many tracks before you would unlock the next stages for, like, the story stuff. I think it streamlined it a bit more where you just have, like, story beats that you would play along to. Which I do prefer more.
There's no mistake. It's here in the new world.
There we go. But as I was saying, I like that they didn't have something where it was, okay, you have to get all these different tracks and slowly build up progress before you would unlock the new stuff. You just kept playing along the story beats. And it let you kind of lead along at a much steadier pacing.
Up there! It's a first Wyverian!
It's here. Here since the beginning. Sleeping, awake, short, long. Sleeps there, awakens here, always repeating. Then, awake there, sleeps here. Awake both here and there. Intensifying.
Something has begun to stir? We may be standing on the precipice of something big, partner.
Yeah, just blind everything in the area. Yeah, I don't think it'll be too long before we get...
The air feels... Hey. This Octonoth was... It's still warm. Hmm? These spikes, are they from...
Nargacuga. Oh. And Rathalos. If only turf wars were like quite like that in game. Like there's a little scuffle, but it's nothing where it feels as dynamic as how that was revolving. But yeah, that'll unlock our next hunt. And truth be told, that actually does automatically end the expedition for me, which is nice. But anyway, where I was going. I think Nargacuga does kind of kick off a series of flagships that return, because now that I think about the monster roster, about what hunts are ahead, every subsequent one for the rest of this week, I think is a flagship monster. But I'm not going... Well, I mean, I guess it's not really spoilers ahead, but I'm trying to remember what the next ones are. But I'm pretty sure they're Nargacuga, Glavenus, Tigrex, and Brachydios, which is all flagships we've had in the series. Glavenus for...
looked to be traces from Velkhana in the ancient forest. Then you spotted a Nargacuga, a species that has never been seen in the New World. And to add on to that, we just received a report that a Glavenus was spotted in the Wildspire Waste. What do you make of this situation?
Huh? Me? Well, the last time we saw sudden changes in the environment, it was because of the Elder Crossing, right? I think it's likely that some kind of external factor is causing the changes this time too. And that's what must have led to the Nargacuga and Glavenus going berserk.
And what do you think?
I agree with the chief. I think we'll be seeing a lot more species come out of hiding soon, just like the Nargacuga did.
You've got good intuition, the both of you. Now then, we need to look further into these newly active monsters and search for more traces of Velkhana. I want you to investigate the Nargacuga and Glavenus.
And there we go. We got our next couple hunts lined up.
Our targets are Nargacuga and Glavenus. Let's keep an eye out for Velkhana tracks while we're at it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Narga coming back. Narga is basically a staple for, I think, mostly gunner armor. Because, like, a lot of the... Oh, hang on. I heard a Poogie snort. There's our little Poogie buddy. Runa's here. I'm not really seeing Poogie anywhere too close, so we'll head up and eat, and then we'll keep talking about it. Yeah, Narga's armor is usually used for gunner sets quite a bit. Because of the evade distance and evasion skills are helpful, but I think there's also critical eye on the skills, too. So it's a really good one to keeping you alive and going after a wide variety of monsters with the evasion boosts. Yeah, you know what, just give me that. So we'll eat up, we'll go after Narga first, then we got Glavenus to hunt next episode. And then after that, I think is where we'll go have the dual pair of Tigrex and Brachydios. And truth be told, I might actually go for Brachy first, just so that way I can see if he gives us a blast bow. Because they're... I know a number of the statuses, I guess bows don't have inbuilt, like poison, paralysis, or sleep. But I think blast might be a little bit different. But we had everything to eat, we're all loaded up with inventory stuff, we're good to head out.
Awesome.
A Nargacuga. One's never been spotted in the New World before. Yeah, master rank assigned. Yeah, so let's go for ever-present shadow. Just the one of us, and we're good to embark out. Yeah, you know what, we'll even run to the gate for this. It just, feels like old tradition to run to, like, the gate or the exit to head off onto hunts. Anytime now. I do admit, because of how the ICE mod works, I don't have it on my external SSD. There is a little bit of, if you do use the Iceborne Community Edition, it has to be to an internal drive, otherwise it won't work. So if it was on an SSD, the loading times would probably be much quicker than they are, but even then, it's not too bad for the loading for the stuff. But yeah, we'll embark. I'm not expecting to have too much trouble with Narga. It is another monster where it can run circles around you if you're unprepared. But considering how well the Barioth hunt went, I'm also thinking Narga's will be a pretty good hunt. But I don't think I'll be using the, I'll be using the close range coding all that much, just because Narga, with how dynamic it is, I don't know how often I'll be up close or how it'll be leaping around me. But we will snag a little bit of slinger ammo. And try and find tracks. Okay, so we got some Anjanath footprints out and about. Truth be told, I think if we want to look for Narga, we should just head back to the area where the cuts... Oh, hang on.
These are Velkhana tracks.
Yeah, we should also try to get any of those, because we do have a little, like, progression bar for trying to fill that up. So I don't know if I need to have a certain threshold of that to unlock more stuff past this or not. Oh, we do have more footprints. Yeah, might as well snag. Okay, getting the Wiggly Lichy is going to be really helpful because we're bow hunter. And yeah, I'm just going to head right back to where we encountered Narga's cutscene there. And we should be right on its tail in a little bit. Some more gashes, probably some more footprints. Now we got the Shakalaka here, but I don't see anything else lurking. Oh, even more foot. Okay, we might actually have the entire Velkhana progress bar done this hunt. That went a lot faster than I remember it going. Well, what I'm probably thinking of is the, when you'd have to get, like, say, Teostra, Kushala Daora, and... Actually, maybe it was just those two. I know Kieran is in the game, too, but I can't remember if you had to, like, fill up a certain, like, research bar for that one as well. Yeah, let me just keep after these footprints, and eventually we should get a... There we go. Yeah, I might as well just try to max this out since we are so close. Oh, and I think we got Anjanath coming in. Should just see it peeking around. There you are. Yeah, just go on your way there, bud. Although, truth be told, I might want you later on, because I think you may have a turf war with Narga. And actually, until you actually provoke Narga, I think it's a monster that really doesn't mind your presence. Unlike Rise, where all the monsters like would immediately aggro onto you on seeing you, yeah, Narga has no problem with you. It's only until you do something like tick it off like that. Where he gets angry with you. Okay, where? There you are. Yeah, we'll try to get some good shots in. The tail might be hard to get off because I can't remember if for Iceborne, they kept the habit where you could only break the tail or cut it off while Narga's enraged. Because the logic behind it was, as Narga gets enraged, all of the... I want to call it feathers, but it's kind of like feathers with scales to them. But once those stand on end, then this tail is a little bit more vulnerable to slicing. It's like the armor plating kind of lifts with it going aggro. Ow. Yeah, I should have been a little more careful. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a heal in. Get the other one going too. And actually, it's kind of a good thing that Narga did go back here, because it should be a little bit easier having a bit more room. And there we go. Yeah, you know what? Let me see about getting some other parts tenderized. Now, unlike Barioth, if we break the wings, I don't think there's going to be that much of a difference for our fight with Narga. Because none of the part breaks, I think, like, make it lose its footing or traction, like how Barioth does on the ice. There's a good shot to the head there. Yeah, one of the best ways to fight Narga is with nimble weaponry, like dual blades, bow. Anything that keeps you pretty nice and mobile is a good match against Narga, so that way you're keeping up with just how easily it maneuvers too. And that was a nice one along the tail. Oh. Sounds like we might have Anjanath with us. That we do. Although it's not a turf war yet, so I don't know if there actually is one between the two of them. Oh, thank you, Anjanath. Yeah, this is one of the nice things about being a gunner. Because you keep a distance, you can almost let the monsters fight each other for you. I was hoping to try to get a clutch onto him to be able to weaken the tail while he's running off, but we'll have to try to mind that while he's ticked off. Okay, the two of them are pretty close together. See if I can sneak this out. Yeah, I was able to. Well, this is... the Ancient Forest is one of those areas where it looks nice, but hunting in a lot of parts of it can be a little bit difficult to do. Just because it is pretty tight quarters for a lot of these spots. I don't know how I avoid getting hit there, but I will take it handily. Another good pierce along the tail. Are you running off again? Ah, no, I'm not going to be able to get... I'm kind of surprised that he's already going off, but it makes me wonder if... maybe Narga is getting a little low on stamina. It's like, that one attack with the tail did seem like it took a while before he was able to get it dislodged from the soil there. So if he is slowing down in movements, then we'll be able to put our status effects to much better use. Yeah, see if I can keep him around here to get the poison proc off just for free. Yeah, we were able to. Okay, so maybe I'll switch to be ready with paralysis once we see the low stamina signs kick in. Oh, truth be told, they may take a while. Not really that good of a pierce, but again, whatever we can get along that tail is pretty nice. Narga is one of the weird monsters where the tail is the weakest spot for gunners to go after. I should say, well, I shouldn't say permanently, like, the head and tail are the weak spots, but if you tenderize either one, they're still pretty good to go for. Okay, so he's ticked off again. Maybe I'll go for poison first, just that way. He's actually still suffering from poison, so I don't know if... Ow. Should have been more cautious of that. Okay, got a little bit more in. I should try and make use of the 1,000 Dragons with the piercing parts we do have. It's just trying to get him into a spot where I can get that lined up and ready to go is a little difficult to do. Although... No, I don't think we were able to get the Paratoad get him. I kind of do hope with wilds seeming to make the maps really big, the monsters will feel like they fit a little bit better into them. Ow. It's like, as much as Nargacuga is easily maneuvering through this area, you do see him, like, clipping into the big tree trunks and everything here pretty often. Okay, I think he's starting to get pretty low on stamina, not health. Ooh. Nice, I don't know... Oh, actually, I think the Shakalakas gave me the, that paralysis proc. Okay, he's low on stamina, so he'll probably be going to... I don't know if I'll be able to catch... Oh, I was able to. Nice. Oh, except I ran out of stamina too. Shoot. I was going to try to get a wall slam in just to get him off of, like, his... Oh, actually, maybe I can get a mountain. Oh, okay, I just got a little clipped by the tail there. I gotta be careful, because he can do a second follow-up when he's enraged. And I was thinking we would have seen that. Usually, the way to tell that he's going to do that is the first slam. Actually, you know what? I probably shouldn't try using the paralysis with him being... enraged like he is. Okay, Runa, I would kind of like you to be a little bit more distracting for the moment and not literally on my tail. Like, yeah, you want to drink up and heal, fine, but do not do that on me. There we go. Okay, there's another one with the vine trap. Ooh, nice little spin. Ooh, and a good part break. So I think that's the head broken. Just going to pop on the rations to get our stamina back up. Okay, and managed to... I don't exactly know how. But stay crouched and not get hit to let the bleed effect wear off. I think the only way you can get it is if... Oh, shoot. Okay, I thought I could have dodged through that. Oh, come on, yep. There we go. Oh, there you are. Yeah, the only way Narga's able to inflict the bleed is if he hits you with the razor scales that he tosses out. Ow. Oh, this is... Runa, you want to give me a hit? Okay, you got lucky, Cat. I was going to say, with it positioning right by me, I was expecting to have, like, the cart come through. But thankfully, it decided to leave us be. I still haven't gotten a chance to use the 1,000 Dragons to get a nice piercing one through. Okay, the weapons I think would probably have the roughest time going up against Narga are probably things like, say, Maybe not the lance, as long as you're using counters. But things like greatsword, maybe hunting horn. The slower, heavier hitting ones, I definitely think would have trouble. Try and keep good pacing with how Narga just leaps everywhere on you. Maybe I should just try doing a bunch of, I was like, yeah, it is so hard to get him to stay still for... Ooh! Okay, he jumped right into that for me, which I'm thankful for. You know, and I will take those piercing paws to use. Okay, you know what? I am going to go for close range because... Oh, there we go. And let's see, I doubt I'll be able to get the tail off. I'm just getting the pierces in. It's kind of nice. Okay, I'll put that away. I'm not expecting Narga to have that much more health to be able to keep going. Like, we have gotten basically all the parts that do not need a slicing to break broken. But God, like, certain fights in Monster Hunter, I kind of call like a dance of there's so much of a rhythm you can get into fighting, and Narga is easily one of those. Like, Diablos is another where, as long as you kind of know how the charges of his work, you get into this rhythm of how the back and forth and the flow works. I'm actually also kind of surprised at, like, how quickly Narga seems to get out of enraged state. No, and already back into one. Nope, that hurt a fair bit. Ow. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's get that away. Heal up. And it does look like the close range coating isn't applied, which is good, because... Narga is starting to give me the runaround, and I think I'm wanting the extra range a little bit more. Yeah, I thought I'd get hit by that. Although that's not too bad to get hit by. It's one of the lighter attacks that Narga does. I think I'll put the mantle back on. Okay, not quite limp. Oh, yeah, I think he is limping. If I wanted to do this quick, I would probably look at wanting to capture the monsters, but I think it's a little more satisfying to have the full hunt and conclusion of taking one down. You know, I might as well take that off, because I think it'll wear off by the time he gets where he's going, but let's see if we can harass him a little bit through. Yeah, so that just got him enraged. Yeah, there we go. We're going to keep harassing you as much as we can. Truth be told, we might even take him down before he tries leaving again. Okay, shoot. No, I think he's going to... Okay, he's going to get away from us here, but we'll follow him to the nest and then try another piercer along the tail. Like, truth be told, I don't think this was that long of a hunt, because the half of this episode or so was just the little expedition and going through with that. So I think we are doing a pretty timely manner for it. It's just Rise and Sunbreak, I think I'm a little more acclimatized to just how ridiculous the hunts can go in that for, like, how quickly they speed by. Okay, here's the tail. I doubt we'll get it off, but let's try anyway. That's the one thing about the Dragon Piercer that is a little annoying to try working with, is you do have... You can only go so far for aiming left or right once you start with it. Oh, I didn't mean to fall down, but I think that actually saved me from getting hit. But yeah, again, the Ancient Forest is... a really tight area to be fighting in. Oh, there we go. Mainly not how I expected the end to go, but I'll take the quick down. Yeah, let's carve you up, see what we got, and then end things off once we're back in Astera. And then go from the big cat to the big dino. Glavnus should be another pretty good hunt. It's not quite as dynamic as Narga is, but there is still some nice sidestepping in that to do with all the tail strikes that it tries to do. And I think it's... I can't remember if it's both Glavnuses that have the, like, really big wind-up. You can see him... Oh, really crunching his tail for the sharpen slash, or sharp slice, or it's just acidic. But I do remember there is at least one where you get this really big wind-up, is you can see him, or you see it bring the tail around, and bites down hard on it, really grinds, and it's just like a huge slash all the way around him. If you're not careful, it does a lot of damage to you. easy to kind of get out of and avoid as long as you're seeing it. And truth be told, oh, what do we get? Okay, that's interesting. We can see what that'll turn into. That is a miasma jewel. Not really all that helpful. Yeah, so Velkhana research is almost basically done already. I just want to... Oh, I just wanted to take a look at the end screen there. It kind of looked like almost like a hunting picture. Like, literally in a hunt. Just us in a bush with the arrow flying towards our prey. But that was Nargacuga. A really nice addition to the Iceborne roster. Dynamic. Keeps you heavily on your toes. And again, a great... Just in every generation that Narga's been, it's been a great gunner arm to give you the extra evade skills and even the affinity to give you some mix of both, keeping yourself alive and versatile, as well as retaliating too. But with how fast-paced it is, it can be hard to keep track of. There we go, Pookie is pet, and we'll end this episode of Iceborne ICE right here. Not poses. Yeah, we want to wave you guys off and say goodbye. There we go. So thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter World Iceborne ICE. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. And until I see you all next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.